Hi everyone, I welcome you all. So today we are going to talk about the emergence of AI and its growing impact on academia. And to make this session more insightful, knowledgeable, today we have with us Mr. Rajiv Jain. He's a seasoned professional with more than 25 years of experience. So very warm welcome to you, Mr. Rajiv Jain ji, and I'm very thankful to you for accepting our invitation and joining this session.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ashish. I look forward to sharing some of my experiences and also keep learning from people like you.
Uh, So, let me introduce our today's guest. Mr. Jain has a rich experience in working with many multinational companies. He worked with DBS Bank, he worked with Wipro, Infosys, and he coaches agile transformation at Duolite Consulting. And I know he's very much passionate about bridging the gap between the gap between the academy industry that we see, that we observe, and that actually creates the job crisis. And he actually involved with many universities. He regularly engages and have collaboration with different universities. He conducted FDPs, MDPs, and to my knowledge, he conducted more than 200 sessions on campus to corporate programs at various colleges in India and Canada. Mr. Jain is also an author with experience in technical communication and agile methodologies. So he's having a vast experience. There is a lot more to say about Mr. Jain, but I would request and like that Mr. Jain should say something about himself, and then we start our formal discussion.
Thank you, Dr. Ashish. Just to add one point that it's because of people like you I'm getting the opportunity to learn and define myself. Um, I think more than sharing my experiences, right? I learn by sharing these experiences than what I share with the corporate world because teachers and students teach more than anything you can even dream of, right? So for me, it's being selfish, right? I'm going these places to learn instead of free.
Okay, it's nice, impressive. Uh, okay, Mr. Jain, we know that you are very passionate and you are continuously making efforts for the betterment of education system. You are conducting workshop sessions. I would like to hear from you that what actually inspires you or to make you work in the direction of bridging the industry academic gap. And also, I know that you are always promoting to design the industry ready curriculum. So what exactly is why you are like thinking that this is the need of the current time? So can you please share your experience?
So, Dr. Ashish, you have raised a very important point. We all understand that most of the academicians they are not professionally trained and groomed to understand the academia. They are not exposed to the industry, right? So that they they are very good in teaching. They are very good in making the student understand the things, but somehow they lack the real exposure of the corporate world. Right? Even if you have some experience, maybe 1 to 5 years of experience, that experience is not enough to inculcate the students and make them ready for the corporate part because their requirements are changing very fast. And since we have faced these challenges and we are from the non-internet world, right, where things were not there, right? So it's kind of passion for me to help the students so that they don't face the challenges that we have seen. And I'm a big fan of so that Super 30 guys, right? So just like if he can transform 30 students in 1 year, right? Why can't we transform 300 students and make their life simple, especially those who are looking for the need and help, right? We are happy to welcome them. Any help, any students who's needy, right, who's looking for help, not finding support, come back and we'll try to help them to establish them in their career. That's the only motive we have, right? No commercial attached, no strings attached, no conditions apply. It's an open welcome offer, and all of us need to work together. I can't work individually. I can't work in silos. Two of us need to bring together the entire community to help each other. That's what I have in mind, and this will continue till the day I'm alive for sure.
Yes, very nice. And also, I feel that one of the reason for our students not being industry ready is because of the syllabus that is actually, is running in the institutes. Earlier, the NEP 20, but now I think there is a huge improvement already being proposed, and it will also going to help us to make our students, industry ready for it. Uh, so let's see that how the NEP is able to implement it in our system. Okay, there is one thing that I need to ask because our session is mainly on the AI tools and how we can, make our teaching learning better. So we have witnessed that the technology is, changing very, very fast. And in order to survive, this demands from all of us to accommodate all these inventions in day-to-day life. So I would like to ask, I would like to share your view that how the AI can be integrated into the teaching and learning so that the student outcome can be enhanced.
I think this is the need of the hour these days. I take a step back here first. Most of the times we say that academia is not ready to meet the industry requirements. And here I'll put it differently. I think industry itself is not ready to manage the AI as well, right? And this is where academia should jump in, right? Maybe if academia takes the lead, you people can guide the industry how to make use of AI effectively. Reason being, you people have time for research, you people have time to experiment, you people have many case studies which industry people don't have, right? You have huge manpower of students. Use them effectively, right? Encourage them. If you find it difficult, right, invite people like us to encourage them to how to use AI effectively. And once they are on this journey, no industry can come and say, guys, your students are not corporate ready. Rather, they will say, your students are much better than what we anticipated, right? And this is the need of the hour. As of now, industry itself is not ready to use the AI tools effectively. Um, Most of us think that AI is just using about Chat GPT or Gemini or Azure and some of the prompts. That's all. Prompt is the beginning of the AI, right? It is going to evolve like anything, maybe 10 years down the line. In the words of Tesla chairman, right? He said, right, it has just kick-started the journey. We don't know how this will evolve. Maybe 5 years, 10 years down the line, we will see how how we can even use it effectively. As of now, we are just focusing on a just minute subset. Okay. I request all the academicians to take lead and use the power of AI, right, to simplify your routine work, to simplify your administrative work, to simplify your teaching, to simplify your placement, to simplify your trainings. All these can be easily done through AI. This is what we are looking forward to, and we need to work together to make this happen.
You are correct, and I feel, but to implement this thing, it's really challenging. It's not as straightforward and easy to implement. It requires a very clear framework and vision. Then only it can be achievable, right?
Very, very good point, Dr. Rashish. And this is where the corporate comes into the picture. Instead of waiting for the framework to come, instead of waiting for others to give it guidance, right? Let's two of us start. Let's take the baby step and let the framework evolve. Let's not
Mm-hmm.
wait for the things to be in shape. Let the things evolve. Let the journey start. Let's take our first step.
Very truly said. Actually, it's we that we need to design a framework. We should not wait that others should design and then we have to follow it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
We should
yes.
be the one who should lead and help others to create the framework. We are the one who will be giving pointers to others, guys. This is what you should have in a framework. As of now, there is no rule book, there are no guidelines. Let's work together to create that rule book and a playbook that will turn to be a framework years down the line.
Okay, right, right. So, there is one thing that comes to mind that now AI is like, it's everywhere. Means a person maybe in any profession, it may be not only teachers, professors, he's a painter, carpenter, or artist, or a composer. AI is now used. A lot of tools are there. So actually, we are focusing mainly on academics for research, teaching, learning. So as you said that it is our responsibility to take a lead and then design a framework so that it can be used effectively. But how do you think that AI is going to make revolution in research? How can you see that there are tools that help the researchers to accomplish research, like academic research, I should say? Now, nowadays,
Uh,
actually, a lot of publications are happening, and there is the issue of ethics. I have seen so many things are happening. Like earlier, uh, any person is like publishing like one paper in a year. Now there are 10 and 20 publications for every person is happening in a year. So I think AI is helping for them to do so many publications. What do you think about it?
so just like uh, right, bad cop and good cop, right? Each thing has its own pros and cons part. Okay, so research coming up with 20, 50 research papers, definitely there is something doubtful in this part, right? So maybe proper research is not happening. I'll put it differently in this case also. Uh, the best example could be instead of just going with the checklist that my index increased by 100 points or 200 points or 300 points, or I got the UGC numbers, UGC index, all these things part, right? How about coming up 4 to 5 research papers, which are, and out of those 5, at least one can be used commercially, right? This is where AI can help because if you, for sure, you will get your lot of academic points for publishing 20 papers, right? And that's the way you help the industry also. If your one research is converted commercially, think of the money you will be making. You cannot even dream of the money that you can make. I still remember one of my ex-bosses, he created a patent for one of his Chinese games. It took him almost 11 years to find the buyer. His salary was around $2 lakh when he found the buyer, and when he found the buyer, he earned $150 million.
Mm-hmm.
One research paper converted to $150 million. Are you
Okay,
looking for a job after this? Definitely, you will not be looking for any job after this, right? How
right,
about
right.
using AI for these kind of activities? Right?
Hmm.
You can get a lot of data, you can get a lot of research pointers, and this is where the generative AI comes into the picture, right? It generates the things. It is not copy pasting the thing, right? We need to come out from the generative, make best use of the generative part. For this, our communication skills need to improve, right? Our questioning will improve. When our questioning improves, right, our patience improves, right? So our soft skills improves, and there is nobody can improve your soft skills the way the AI can. If your questioning improves, right? How you question, right? Just see, and the way you question your student, the way you question your senior faculty member, the way you question your principals, directors, VC, chancellors, right? Definitely your approach changes. Same way, if you question AI differently, you will get the desired outcome. If you
Right,
can
right.
make, that's how make best use of the AI by coming up with the practical research which can be converted commercially. That's how you help the industry. That's how you help yourself. You make millions of dollars. Choice is yours.
Correct. Raghav. You have given a very insightful answer. Actually, there is a need also from the this granting authorities who's actually unnecessarily motivating the faculty members to keep on publishing without caring upon the quality. So there is also some check must be imposed that only quality will be actually kind of awarded or should be motivated. So this thing is also required. Actually, I feel with the help of AI, many things can be done in a positive way. A researcher can find a meaningful gap in the in the in the areas. He can take the help of AI to generate the kind of hypothesis for what he want to claim of, right? For data analysis, verification, but it should be used, in a very positive way that can help a individual person. As you said, that you have very well explained. So yes, you are correct. I too feel that this is required. It is a need of the time, and see that if the government will understand, we'll come up with some rules, and we hopefully we will actually go for quality work only. Also, nowadays, like it's very, very popular about this generative AI, and we talk about this Chat GPT, Gemini, co-pilots are they are like very much in use, and I have find that students are using these tools excessively to to complete the assignments. So, is there any way that these tools can be used to kind of foster the critical thinking and problem solving skills among the students? My actually, I want to say that how do we ensure the academic integrity and can avoid the cheating cases using AI tools among the students. So what are the strategies we need to follow just to avoid all these things? It's challenging thing,
I
I think.
think I think you have raised another very important and valid point, Dr. Ashish. Uh, we all are habitual of shortcuts, right? Whether it's research, whether it's an essay or an examination, right? Uh, I think goes back to our own systems, education system itself, right? Where we don't encourage the thinking, we don't encourage the innovation, we don't encourage the entrepreneurship. We encourage only the curriculum syllabus because system is like this. So no um, bad points against the academicians on this part because they are part of the system. They have to follow the system, right? But can we experiment at least 1 to 5% or 10% of our time? I think all of us can at least figure out this much time from our teaching calendar. 1%, 5%, 10%. Instead of waiting for a big open session, right? Whatever time you can, give a chance student to experiment, to try out and see the difference. Uh, I, if you allow, I take one example on this part, right? Uh, Many times when I conduct a workshop, uh, the seniors faculty members say, Rajiv sir, maximum 2 hours. Students will not be there. They will not entertain you, right? They will become bored and all these things, right? All this because of this part. Okay. I said, that's my headache, not your headache. But I don't take workshop of less than half a day. Okay. They said, okay, let's try. Okay. And I still remember most of my workshop get extended to full day without a lunch break.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember the best part is one time a driver asked me, sir, what were you doing for the whole day? I have escorted many guest faculties. They come and complete the session in 2 hours and they go away. What were you doing for the whole day in the college today?
Mm-hmm.
So even driver is not habitual of seeing the guest faculty members for more than 2 hours,
Yes, yes. So
right?
I think
Because we don't encourage the experimentation, try out, try it things differently. We are habitual of converting curriculum to board, right? And cram it and vomit in the exam. That's it. That's the process we are following from very old. Try something different. Don't wait for the big transformation. Take small steps, baby steps. Things will evolve. Engage with the students. Give them the give them some free space, give them some buffer.
Okay.
Ask their different questions. Ask create an environment where they can ask questions openly, even if you don't know the answer. Right? You are not a superhuman. You will not have answer to each and every question. Maybe you can say, "I'll come back. I'm not exposed to this part." We are habitual of saying this part. Sometimes faculty members feel shy that they don't have the answer. In this fast changing world, you may not have answer to every other thing.
Very
That will
correct.
take time to come. This will not happen on a day one. This will take time to evolve. And not every teacher will be ready for this. Whoever is ready, try something. Start taking baby steps and see the
Y-
difference in your system, in your teaching style, and your approach towards students and students' approach towards you. See the difference, inspect and adapt accordingly. Simple answer.
Correct, correct. So what I understood is actually before we expect something from the student, actually we need to do a lot of efforts from our side because nowadays the students become impatient. It means we need to change our teaching style. We need to make our session more interactive. As you said that you are like instead of 2 hours, you are engaging 4 hours. This is really you are engaging full day. That means your session is definitely be interactive because in today's time nobody is like willing to go for full day session. That we need
Right.
to learn. We need to create our sessions more interesting, more interactive, and then only some changes can be visible. This is what you mean to say, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, I too
Absolutely.
agree with this. Yes, yes, we need to do a lot of efforts as a professor, as a teacher. We need to
Yes.
change,
Absolutely.
bring change in our teaching style as well. Very correct. So, one more thing I would like to ask from you, because you have been promoting and giving seminars on various AI tools. So, what do you like see the future of AI in academia? I mean to say that, do you find any emerging trend in AI that is has the potential to bring any revolution in education? Any tool or something that you feel will be bringing going to giving a
I
huge
think
change?
tools will evolve. Tools will evolve. Even if for the simplest of the tools, take the Chat GPT or the Gemini, or even the Adobe Suite also, right? Or the Azure itself. Whatever tools you are using, there are hundreds of tools, and every other day you will find a new tool into the market. So the most important thing is learn the prompt engineering first, right? How to write effective prompts, how to make use of these tools effectively. That's the first step you need to have, right? This is about asking the right questions, setting up the context, asking the questions, refining your own questions. Because if you ask one question from three different tools, you will get different replies, right? Setting the context is very important. We are not habitual of that, right? This will even help you in teaching also because you then become habitual of setting up the context, giving the right questions and giving the right counters. So learn the prompt engineering, and once this is done, things will fall in its place. You will start using the tools effectively, whichever it will be. At the end of the day, it is about asking your assistants, asking your assistant to give the answer to the question that you are putting forward. The best part of AI is even if you ask a blank question, tell me who I am, you will get something,
Hmm.
right? But if you ask a very refined question, okay, what opportunities are there for me? I am from this background. I have done this. I have this much of experience. Then you will get a very refined answer instead of just tell me about some opportunities for me. That's the difference,
Right.
right? So learn to use the tools effectively. Start with the Chat GPT. Start with the Gemini, right? Even the different graphics, images tools part. Experiment those. Experimentation is the key so that your questioning improves.
Okay, correct. Uh, okay, so uh, we have discussed like on many issues. Lastly, I would want your advice to educators who who are like hesitant of using AI tools and like or afraid of role of AI in education. Do you want to say something for those educators who avoid using these tools of AI and feel that this is going to harm them or harm them in their privacy or something going to affect?
Very, very good question,
Actually,
Dr.
as many of my colleagues, when I talk about then, are you using any tools? So they are like very much kind of, reluctant of using it. They don't, they say, "No, it's not good to use AI tools and all that." So I want something from your side. Would you like to say something on
Yeah,
this?
so again, I'll take a real life example for this.
Mhm.
When T20 started, right, everybody used to make fun,
Mhm.
right, from one day, from test match to one day to T20, right?
Mhm.
So everybody, right, this will not be work out. But today, T20 is the hottest game.
Yes,
Initial
very true.
acceptance was difficult,
Yes.
correct? T20 is the hottest game into the world these days. Maximum money is into the T20 itself,
Hmm.
right?
Very correct.
Uh, Similarly, AI will change everything. Just like computers change everything 20 years back. Now, AI will change everything 10 years down the line. Whether you're in academia, like computers are everywhere, AI will
Yes.
be everywhere 10 years down the line, everywhere.
Correct.
Use
Means
this
no one can escape.
as assistant. You can't escape. You don't have the
Yeah,
choice.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
Yes.
So earlier you adopt, right, leader you will be. You want to be a leader or a laggard, choice is yours. You will have to adapt someday or the other.
Yes, I too believe actually, you cannot escape from this technologies. Means you have to be part of it. Now, you can do it early or late, but we have to be part of it. Then only we can
Yes.
survive. Very true. And so we are like reached to the last of the session. I would like to ask you, can you give some advice to our listeners on using AI tools or something regarding the innovation that is happening on AI?
So, few things which I'd like to say is this is the chance for the entire academia world across the globe to be a leader, right? You can show to the entire industry, guys, we are not the follower, but we are the leader. Because industry is also struggling to make best use of the AI. Show them what you have. Use your time effectively. Improve the way you question others. Improve the way you have been working with others. Start. Don't wait for the big transformation. Don't wait for bodies to come up with the framework. Take your baby steps. Start using in your day-to-day activities, whether it's about creating an interactive content, whether it's about creating a different image, whether it's about creating an automated process, whether it's administration, whether it's NAC guidelines, NEP guidelines. For every single thing, you can make use of AI, especially the tasks which are repeated. That will be helpful to all of you. Even for the email correspondence that you're doing with the professionals, use AI effectively. This will help you to save time. And if your time is saved, you have time to do research and experiment. And if you have time to do research and experiment, who knows? You may end up creating a research paper which is sold $1 million. Choice is yours.
Nice, very nice. So, uh, thank you so much, Mr. Jain, for sharing insights with us today. And I believe it's truly a very enlightening conversation. And in future also, I expect that you will enlighten us on various other issues and you will give us your time. And for our listeners who want to learn more, with the permission of Mr. Jain, I will provide his contact details in the description box so that if you have any future engagement with uh, Mr. Jain, you can connect to him. So, should I give your like contact details to our listeners?
Perfectly fine. I'm always available for the academia world. Even in my dreams, I'm available for them. Forget about my physical presence.
I believe it is a perfect session we had today.
Absolutely. This was great. Some of the very great questions. And I think some of the questions which I wanted to take to the admissions, you gave me the
Mhm.
right platform for this, right? Because we are not habitual of taking the steps. We
Yes,
want
yes.
the process to come. We want the framework to come. We want somebody to come and say something. We don't want to take initiatives. And same culture goes to the student. That's why they hesitate the experimentation part. Let's experiment. Even if it's a fail fast.
Yes, actually, I truly agree. Actually, most of the time we are waiting for the system to come and then we just use
Yes.
blindly. Yes, yes. Actually, we are in
Yeah.
a stage and we have to take initiative. And yes,
Yes.
you're very true that it's not always that you take initiative and you have to succeed. Okay, failing is also one learning. You can fail it. But the
Absolutely.
thing is, you have to take initiative. You have to keep learning and applying new things. Don't wait for something to come. We are the one who can create something for others, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Very true, very true. So
That's
that's
the
great.
change we need to bring to AI.
करेक्ट 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 चलिए सर बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात
बहुत
करके
बढ़िया. Great.
तो
Pleasure talking to you, Dr. Ashish.
या थैंक यू सो मच अगेन